In 1 Samuel 16 and verse 3, Samuel took a horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren. In the midst of his brethren. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. David was anointed in the midst of his brethren. Now, this point is so powerful. You see, because the Davids amongst us must understand that you are a David because you have been selected by God. There is a selection that has gone on. And most of the selection God does is a selection out of. God has never worked in groups. He does not anoint groups. He does not baptize groups. He does not elevate groups. You may hear that 3 people were elevated on the same day, but it must have been a serendipitous happening that brought 2 events or 3 events together. God lifts people alone. Divine selection. Therefore, you also sitting here must learn it. If you are a pastor listening to me and you lack the ability to select people out of a group, then you are not anointed. You are not a correct pastor. It's a word that was used already in the Greek world, in Greece. It was actually a word that meant the called out ones. They were called out from different jurisdictions of Greece. And they gathered in Athens to be called the assembly. In Acts 19, you see there. You see references to the word the assembly. When Paul was called, they were brought before the assembly, like parliament or municipal assembly. When they were being tried, they were brought before the assembly. Now, that word assembly is Ecclesia. And there were people who were brought from different places, and they were put in one room to govern the nation politically or a jurisdiction. Ladies and gentlemen, the church will always be a group of called out ones. Anybody Anybody building a church must learn the ability to call out. If you are a pastor of a church, you must have the ability to enter a choir of 20 members and call 2 people out. The Ecclesia, the Ecclesia, must happen at different levels. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody wakes up and finds co-laborers standing by him. Nobody wakes up and finds under shepherds working with him. If you don't have people working with you, it only means that you did not call out anybody.